Ever imagine like opening your bank account and that Social Security payment hits,
Yeah.
but it's like noticeably bigger than usual
Uh,
and not just like a one-time thing, but consistently every month.
yeah, more financial breathing room.
Exactly, more breathing room.
Uh-huh.
Well, today on your deep dive, we're going to unpack some info that suggests this could actually be a real possibility
Absolutely.
within the Social Security system.
Yeah, we're going to break down some recent discussions
Yeah.
and a really interesting proposal
Yeah, a fully formed proposal.
that could actually mean more money in your pocket regularly.
Yeah. So welcome.
Welcome.
We're here to take a look at the potential for these increased financial benefits.
Yeah, specifically for Social Security recipients.
Right. And this is coming at a time when there's so much focus on the system.
Yeah, and particularly around, the whole accuracy of those payments,
Right.
making sure everything is correct.
Right.
So our main source material today is a recent live stream that has some updates on Social Security.
They clarified some things about payment accuracy.
Uh-huh.
And most importantly for you,
Yeah.
they detailed a very cool idea for how recovered funds
Uh-huh.
could actually go back to beneficiaries.
Yeah, in a meaningful way.
In a meaningful way.
Yeah.
So our goal today is to really make all this information simple
Right.
and help you understand what it could mean for your actual monthly income.
Yeah, your bottom line.
So you brought this to us because you're interested in how these developments in Social Security could turn into real, tangible financial improvements for you.
Exactly.
You want those key details.
Yeah.
Those aha moments
Give me the goods.
that show how you could get on more solid financial footing
Well-
without getting lost in the weeds and the jargon.
Yeah, we don't want to bore you.
We don't want to bore you.
It's bureaucratic,
Exactly.
mumbo jumbo.
We're going to cut right to the chase and tell you what you need to know.
So think of us as your navigators through this discussion.
Your guys highlighting the parts that are most relevant and beneficial for you.
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's just dive right into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
This SSA Savings Supplement proposal.
Right.
What's the main idea behind it?
Okay.
And how did it even come up in this whole discussion about payment accuracy?
Sure. So the live stream really emphasized that the Social Security Administration is always working to make sure those payments are accurate.
Right.
They clarified that widespread fraud is not really the issue.
Yeah.
Incorrect payments, they said, are less than 1% of the total.
Right.
But you have to remember that the Social Security system is huge.
It's massive.
So even a tiny error rate can add up to a lot of money.
A lot of money.
So this is really the background for this SSA Savings Supplement.
Okay.
It was inspired by an idea from the Senior Citizens League about a potential one-time payment
Okay.
if they could recover all the overpaid funds.
Oh, interesting.
And the SSA Savings Supplement takes this a step further. And it suggests a way to make it an ongoing monthly benefit,
Oh,
funded by some of those recovered overpayments,
I see.
and also efficiencies within the system.
So it's like shifting the focus from a single lump sum
Right.
to something that could be way more impactful.
Right, because you could use it for monthly budgeting for
Exactly.
your regular bills.
A recurring increase instead of just one.
Every month you get a little bit extra.
Yeah. And they seem pretty excited about the potential of this SSA Savings Supplement to really deliver
They were very optimistic.
real benefits.
Yeah.
So can you break down like the nuts and bolts of how this plan would work
Sure.
to actually get more money directly to people like you?
So what's interesting is that the SSA Savings Supplement has a tiered structure.
Okay.
They realize that a one-size-fits-all increase wouldn't really help everyone equally.
Right.
So they proposed 3 different levels of monthly raises based on how much you're already getting.
Okay.
So if you have the lowest income, they suggest a $300 increase per month.
$300.
Then for people in a slightly higher bracket but still lowish income,
Yeah.
it would be a $200 increase per month.
Okay.
And then for people in the low income category, it would be a $100 increase.
I see.
And they specifically compared this to another suggestion
Okay.
that was just a flat $200 increase for everyone.
Uh-huh.
And they made a strong argument that this tiered approach is more fair.
Right.
And it really targets that extra financial support to those who need it most.
That makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
to really make sure the money is going where it can make the biggest difference.
Exactly.
So the big question, of course, is where would the money for these increases come from?
Right.
The name savings supplement kind of implies
It does hint.
that it's connected to some savings or recovered funds.
Yeah, within the Social Security system.
Exactly.
That is.
So how does that work?
So the proposal links the funding for these benefits directly to money that they could recover by finding and fixing overpayments, and also the savings they get from stopping payments to people who have passed away.
Right.
Just to give you an idea of the scale of potential savings.
Okay.
The presenter mentioned Elon Musk, who estimated that there are $500 to $700 billion in erroneous payments.
Wow.
Across all kinds of entitlement programs every year. So the SSA Savings Supplement specifically suggests allocating $12.456 billion each year to pay for these monthly increases.
$12.456 billion annually.
That's a big chunk of change.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And potentially could make a huge difference.
A significant difference.
In a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
So roughly how many Social Security recipients could actually see these extra funds in their accounts?
Okay, so based on their estimates, if they implemented this SSA Savings Supplement, it could give a monthly boost to something like 41 million beneficiaries.
41 million?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
And that includes people in all three income ranges.
Yeah.
For the $300, $200, and $100 increases.
That's a huge chunk of the Social Security population.
A significant portion.
Who could see a real improvement in their monthly finances.
Yeah.
And this is where it becomes super real for you as a listener.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
Because if you're a Social Security beneficiary and you have a lower income, this proposal is saying you could potentially get an extra $300, $200, or even $100 every single month.
Every month, just a little bit extra.
Like that could make a big difference.
It could change your life.
In terms of just day-to-day expenses.
Groceries, utilities.
And feeling more secure financially.
Yeah, having that peace of mind.
Exactly.
Knowing that you can cover your bills.
So for people who are living on a fixed income.
Especially for them.
Especially those with lower initial benefits.
Right.
That extra $100 to $300
huge
could be a really important safety net.
Yeah, a financial cushion.
And help with those rising costs of everything.
Food, housing.
Healthcare.
You name it.
Everything's going up.
And the tiered system is designed to give the most help to those who need it most.
Exactly. Those who are struggling the most.
Now, it's really important to be clear that this SSA Savings Supplement is just a proposal right now.
It's an idea.
It's not actually in effect.
It's not the law yet.
So what would it take to make this a reality?
So for this to actually happen, it has to go through a whole legislative process.
Right.
It has to be debated and passed by both houses of Congress.
Yeah.
And then signed into law by the president.
That's a long road.
It's not a quick fix.
No.
And then the Social Security Administration would have to figure out how to actually set up and manage this tiered payment system.
It's complicated.
It's a big undertaking. And make sure the money goes to the right people.
Yeah, there are a lot of logistics to work out.
And there's a good chance.
It's very likely.
That this proposal will be discussed and maybe even changed.
They could be tweaked.
As it goes through that whole process.
It's not set in stone.
They mentioned something else in the live stream briefly. About the temporary removal of something called Doge.
Oh, yeah.
From the Social Security system, which sounds a little strange.
Yeah, what is Doge?
What is Doge?
So the presenter explained that it was related to a court order that required them to take out certain software or algorithms from the Social Security databases because of concerns about data access and security.
I see.
So it's not directly related to the SSA Savings Supplement.
Okay.
But they did connect it to the bigger picture.
Okay.
Of trying to find and fix incorrect payments.
Right.
Because if they can do that more efficiently,
they'll
have more money that could potentially go towards things like the supplement.
Right. So both of these issues.
They're both part of the same story.
Yeah.
About how to manage and improve the Social Security system.
Exactly.
So that it can benefit everyone.
So to sum it all up for our listener.
Yeah. The bottom line is.
It doesn't look like you're going to get an immediate increase.
Not right away.
But there is this concrete and potentially really significant proposal.
It's a real possibility.
That could lead to some pretty big monthly benefits.
Especially for lower income folks.
Yeah, so understanding this SSA Savings Supplement proposal.
It's really important.
Gives you a glimpse into where things might be headed.
It shows you what's being discussed.
And it highlights a really specific and potentially impactful way to use recovered funds to give targeted monthly income boosts.
And that could make a real difference.
That could make a real difference,
yeah.
Especially if you're a lower income beneficiary.
Yeah, it's something to keep an eye on.
Now it's still just a proposal.
You have to remember that.
But being informed about these initiatives
It's important to stay informed.
Allows you to follow the developments and understand the arguments.
You can see how it plays out.
And think about what it could mean for you.
Yeah.
So this deep dive has been a focused look at one potential avenue for increased financial support within the Social Security system.
It's just one possibility.
But it's an important one.
It is.
And these ongoing discussions.
Yeah, about payment accuracy.
About payment accuracy.
And new ideas.
And innovative ideas like the SSA Savings Supplement.
They're worth paying attention to.
Are definitely worth paying attention to.
Yeah.
So for those listeners who want to stay in the loop.
If you want to learn more.
And maybe explore this a bit more. What are some good ways to do that?
So here's a question to think about.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on targeted increases in benefits?
Yeah.
Like what's proposed in the SSA Savings Supplement?
The tiered structure.
Yeah. Do you think that's a better way to help people than just giving everyone the same amount? So we encourage you to really think about how proposals like this could affect you personally. And maybe look for more discussions and analyses.
Yeah.
About Social Security reform and these new ideas.
Yeah.
What other questions does this raise for you about the future of these benefits and how we can make sure people are financially secure?
Exactly.
So here's one final thought.
Okay.
We know that the systems are in place to find and potentially recover a lot of money that was paid out incorrectly.
Right.
So what other creative strategies could we use to make sure that money or even existing resources are being used in the best way possible to give people real and lasting financial improvements in the years to come?
So the conversation about Social Security benefits and financial security...
It's not going away.
It's not going away.
It's only going to get more important.
And your understanding of these ideas...
It puts you in a great position.
Puts you in a great position to follow along.
And be part of the conversation.
And really think about how it might affect you personally.
Exactly.
In the future.
In the years to come.
All right, that's it for this deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.